everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bonnie Blue and I'm back for another Being Mary Jane episode review. Okay, so this episode, shit hit the fan, y'all. It was sad. It was a little sad because I actually wanted Mary Jane and Andre to be together. Like, I know that, you know, you wanted to go back to the wife and the kids and all of that, but didn't they I mean, she gave him head with a pillow on his stomach. Like, who really cares at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's in it to win it at that point? Who really wants their man at that point? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, he couldn't seem to go and talk to his wife about the fact, you know, he couldn't talk to the kids about getting a divorce. He was supposed to go and do that, and he never did. Obviously, because he was not sure whether he really wanted to end his life with his wife and his kids yet. But either way it go, his ass is jealous and slaps down a picture on the dining room table to Mary Jane of her and your boy David dancing at that party that she went to with her parents and everything. And she was like, seriously, dude, for real? And he was like, yeah, you still in love with this dude while I'm giving up my marriage and my life for you? And she was like, no, brother. I can't stand the way Gabrielle Union says brother. It works on my nerves. It's like, you know, you want to say nigga, but saying brother for some reason makes you feel better, but it sounds corny as shit. I don't know why, but that's just how I feel about it. Whatever, brother. All right. brother, okay? She was like, no, brother, you need to get that straight. You leaving your wife because your marriage sucks. Don't try to blame it on me. Get that right, okay? She was standing in her feet right then, right? But then as soon as his ass gets his jacket to leave, she, no, please don't go. Don't go. Please don't go. You and you are never born, my kid. And girl, what the stop with the thirst. He made you feel guilty about dancing with somebody when he was married when y'all got together, lied to you about it, then went back to his wife, didn't tell you, was still sleeping with his wife, didn't tell you, and this whole time you've been over here only dating him. Child, please. Lay it down, let it go, fall in love. That's ridiculous. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, then the daddy told Patrick that he was gonna piss test him every week because he don't trust him no more, okay? The only thing they ever ask you to do to live in their house is to not do drugs, and you're out this bitch doing drugs. So when he told him that, Patrick was like, well, fuck, I'm moving out then. I can't deal with that. And it's like, you better move out and do the right thing. You better not move out and turn into a crackhead, Patrick, okay? Because your daughter is over here being stupid and shit. Oh yeah, Niecy wants to get her tubes tied at 19. I personally agree with the idea, but I do feel like when she gets about 30 and she's with somebody and she wants to have another kid with that person, she's gonna feel like an asshole for getting her tubes tied, okay? A lot can happen in that amount of time. Like, you only 19 years old. Like, Jesus Christ. I can understand where the doctor and where Mary Jane were coming from, but I also understand her standpoint. Shit, I got too many kids as it is, but how about contraception? How about condoms and birth control? That's too much? So you can do raw dog with all these dudes that you have sex with that you're not in serious relationships with because they're not around and they're not showing up for these kids, but you're not worried about STDs. You're not worried about getting HIV, AIDS, or gonorrhea, or the clap, or any of those diseases that you can't get rid of, and some that you can with antibiotics, but still all the same. You're not worried about those type of things. You need to get your mind right standing in that doorway trying to check somebody about how their life is. I don't understand why she let that little girl check her like that, talking about where's your husband, where's your kids, where's your happy ending, you not happy. I'd have been like, at the end of the day, my happiness is not with what's important right now, because guess what? I pay my own fucking bills. Do you? Do you pay your own bills around here? Are you gonna have to pay to get your tubes tied, or am I? Because at the end of the fucking day, obviously, I did something right, because I'm not living with my grandparents, because I can't live with my dad, because he ain't got no goddamn where to stay, okay? So go ahead with that one, okay? You think you about to check somebody about whether I got a man and some kids or not? Are you serious? That's an option, okay? But a job is goddamn mandatory for you, but you ain't out here with one, are you? Look, I done went off on the little bitch, if you ask me, okay? I done called her fat and everything. I done went off on her. You ain't about to be sitting up here trying to check me about my life like you grown while I'm taking care of you. Are you serious? Girl, please. Girl, Please. Mary Jane gonna go upstairs and cry to her mama, and then she told her mama that she was having an affair with a married man, and her mama told her, cry about it tonight and fix it in the morning. And baby, that night Suge Avery had it in her mind that she was gonna give Mr. Paul some of that old puss, because she wanted to make sure that he wasn't stepping out on her with that little fast ass old lady that gave them the tickets to that table, okay? She got on top of that thing in slow motion doing it for real, because I didn't see no movement, but I saw some motion, okay? Slow motion for me. Move it slow motion for me. Like that. Like, that's what it seemed like. That's what had happened. Then, okay, so Andre helps out Paul Jr., okay, because y'all know he's selling drugs, and he says that he was basically buying some weed, and the police showed up, and he jumped out the window and left $5,000 in a book bag and his cell phone at the place. And Andre knows somebody that works at the precinct, so he calls down there, and they take Paul in to talk to him, and Paul is like a fucking idiot, all that education, but an idiot, because he's sitting up there with the dumbest lies that he could possibly think of, for the detective to say, you know what, bro, just get the fuck out of my office with this stupid shit, because you're not making no sense right now. I know what you was doing. I know what you were doing. You was selling fucking drugs. Get out of my office. So then Andre talks to him, and he says he's gonna help him out, you know, regardless of the dude being stupid. He's gonna help him. But then he checks him about his marriage and making sure that he doesn't become a deadbeat dad just because he leaving his wife for some new puss, okay? And, you know, he was like, look, I'm going to always be there for my kids. I am there for my kids. Don't get it twisted. But dude was like, don't forget, we didn't have daddy. So remember that, okay? Ooh, what is going on? Go look.
Hey, who told you to get out?
Oh, she
jumped.
jumped.
Back in there. Yeah.
She jumped out.
Go back in there.
Oh, babe, leave her alone. She's scared. She little. All right, anyway, y'all, back to the story. So when they leaving, he talking to him, and Paul is just being so disrespectful. He's disrespectful to Andre, you know, basically trying to downplay him because he didn't go to school. And Andre is telling him, like, dude, you fucking stupid. That other dude in there that they arrested would have turned you over in a minute to get off. And he would have if I didn't come in here with you, and you wouldn't have got the deal that I got you because of who I know. Okay, so pump your brakes and get your stupid ass in the car, okay? He think he knows so much. He think he know. He think he's going to save all of this weed money and go ahead and buy this dream house that he's going to put together for his mom. And it's like, yeah, those intentions are good, but do it the right way, because at the end of the day, when you fuck up, you fucking up your daddy's good name and you fucking up your sister's good name. And you want to act like Mary Jane is being selfish, but it's like, no. Because who did your ass run to when you're in trouble? Who do you run to when you're in trouble? Okay, you run to your sister. So at the end of the day, you are a family member. You are responsible, and you are to be held accountable for the people that love you and that you love and that take care of your ass. So for you to be running around here acting like it ain't nothing, you need a clue, okay? You need a damn clue. They should have let your ass go to jail or some shit for the night so you could understand some shit, because obviously you ain't like understanding what the possibilities are, okay? You a young black man. You think they give a shit about whether you grew up in an influential family or not? Psh. They be looking for a reason to put one of y'all in jail, okay? And then what happened with Kara this episode? Kara's husband and her kids told her that they want to stay with the daddy. And she thinks that at first the daddy is coaching them. But it's obvious that they want to be with their dad because she's never home. And she doesn't want to be home because she likes to work. She likes the nightly news. It doesn't make her a bad mother. It just means that she is more about her work than she is about being a mother. As long as she's not hindering her children, that shouldn't be a problem. Because I feel like most men, you know, in the traditional manner are the same way. They're not there every day all the time with the kids like the mom is in the traditional manner, at least I'm saying. Because even though both my parents worked, I could still go to my mom's job, and I was still with my mom all the time. My dad didn't have that type of job, and he had to drive out of town. So it was a lot of times that I wouldn't see my daddy a whole lot when I was younger because of him working all the time. But, you know, thank God he was older, and by the time I made 13, he'd retired, so I spent more time with him. But still, you know what I mean, in traditional families, the husband is away more, so he doesn't spend more time with the kids, and then it's not really an issue. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like for women, we're supposed to be the nurturers, so it becomes such an issue for us not being there all the time. But I feel like, fuck it, they got one parent that's one way and another parent that's the other way. As long as you got a balance, shut the fuck up and be happy you got both of them, okay? Thank you, or all right. But Carol, you need to get that together with your kids. Sometimes you need to tell your job, I have to go. Okay? Sometimes, just sometimes, your kids need to come first. Okay? Like, I get it. It's a job. But you good at your job. If they really gonna fire you after all the work you've done because you want to go home to your kids, you need to find another fucking job. Because it ain't that deep. Okay? It's really not. I work in the news. I know what it's like. It's not that deep. Everybody I work with have time to spend with their kids. So I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, that was my Being Mary Jane review. It was short but sweet. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, before I forget, y'all, I'm not going to forget that Mary Jane and Andre had a talk at the end of the episode and decided to break up. Because her mama told her in the morning she had to fix it. She did. In the morning, he packed his shit and he left. And she told him to go back to his wife because she would probably take his ass back. And it was just like that. And he wrote her a little note and told her good luck on unraveling. So it's like, oh, they're both unraveling from their prior relationships. But then she was telling him to go back to his wife. So it's like, what the fuck do you want? What is your problem? Like, the man actually left his wife. Actually moved out. Actually told her, even though he didn't go all the way through with it, I still feel like he was making some type of steps. And you still not happy. Like, you told it to your mama like he was still living at home with his wife. He moved out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes it different than him living in the house still lying to his wife. That's not what the situation was. So I was just kind of lost by that whole thing. But anyway, we'll see what happened next episode. Supposedly she in love with David now. Girl, bye. And oh yeah, her and Carol was hating on David, new old lady, because she looked like a model. Talking about she a 6, she a 7. It's like, girl, please. Gabrielle Union is still prettier, but I mean, girl, stop. Whatever. You ain't gotta do all of that. You don't have to do all of that. I still do that shit too. I go on a bitch Instagram and be like, oh, she alright. I'm a woman. What you want me to do? Can't never get enough. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed these videos tonight. Now, I'll see y'all in the next one, man. SWV and all of that. Peace out.